So I gotta ask, do you so you're married? Are you the head of your wife?
What do you mean the head of my wife?
The head of your wife. Does she obey you?
She doesn't obey me.
She does not?
We compromise. I mean, there's nothing. I'm not running like a Gestapo setup at my house. You know, we talk. We have a relationship where communication is key. If you don't communicate with your wife, you're trying to, you know, going around boss. I mean, you're not going to last long. You know, if you want to grow.
But how do you live with her if she doesn't obey?
What do you mean? Oh, she doesn't have to obey. We just work together. I don't use the term obey. That's like a dictative
But a
command.
woman need a man to guide her.
I do guide her. That's why she's with me.
But what happens when she also, you know how sometimes women when you wake up in the morning and the woman is mad about nothing. You having a sweet dream and she up there looking at you. Why are you so happy? How do you deal with your wife when the hell comes
My wife
out?
don't do that. I don't know what type of maybe if you're married, if your wife does that, then maybe your energy is not right. We're on some spiritual time. We don't have that. Anytime we talk about it, we meditate. We do things differently than most households. So that type of conflict, like I see people who have relationships and they talk about their wife when they're not around. The wife come in, they hug them. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I don't talk behind my wife's back. She don't talk behind my back. I don't tell her what to do like I'm bossing. We have a communication. We vibe. If that vibe wasn't there, if it wasn't on the same vibrational, we wouldn't be together.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Is she older than you?
Yes.
She's older than you?
Yes.
How much older?
Like 9 years.
What the? 9 years?
Yeah.
No. Did you ever imagine that you would marry an older woman?
No, I didn't even imagine I was gonna get married. You know,
Yeah.
initially when I had a thing in my mind that I wasn't gonna get married, I was gonna get out, do my thing, you know, just have women. I wasn't gonna really be tied up or anything like that. But you know, the universe has a bigger picture. So you know, if somebody comes into your life and they show you certain characteristics that are relative to you growing as a spiritual being, and then that's what created that bond. But I had no idea I was gonna even get married.
But a 9-year-old woman is like being married to your mama.
No, not really.
It is.
It's not my
a
mom.
mama and son thing.
I don't sleep with my mom.
You are if you with a woman that's 9 years older than you.
So what about the old man sleeping with a young woman?
I don't know. With 9 years old,
So what's the difference?
a man should have a woman at no more than 10 years younger.
Based on what?
Because men need to guide women, and women are very cunning, and they need the man to guide them. But you can't guide no 9-year-old woman, man.
It sounds like you had bad experience with women.
How
brother.
you go to how's that?
It sounds like by what you just described, you're used to whatever women you've dealt with or whoever, as far as you've been brought up around, the guy who's dealing with them, somehow they're very recalcitrant. They're very resistant. I don't deal with women like that. I don't deal with women who give me attitude. I've never dealt with women who have any type of issues with me as a person. If there's this miscellaneous arguments, I don't believe in that. See, I don't need drama. I never had drama. I'm a good dude. I can find women
You look like Mike Tyson.
I would never have a problem finding a woman.
Yeah.
So as far as me generating energy, I know I'm a catch, not to feed my ego because I'm not like other dudes. Right. I don't boss a woman. I don't talk down to a woman. And if anything, I'm gonna elevate her to where she's gonna be the best she can be.
But you can't elevate a woman.
How you know that?
Because she's already up there.
No, you're not. You're not seeing what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with age. So you're basing life experience or age on life experience or elevation of consciousness. You could be a 70-year-old fool.
But can you? That's true. But can you? You know that order of God in Christ, Christ in man. Man over woman and woman over children.
But see, that's where you're basing
It's the order of God, and so it's the man's responsibility to guide the woman.
But that's based
Otherwise, women can't see the right way to go.
That's basing your own Christian principle. See, I don't want to follow that principle, bro.
But that's from God.
No, you're basing that off of what you read.
No,
you're basing that off of what you read. So if you feel that you have to guide your woman, that's cool for you. But you can't tell.
Every woman I've been with, I was over her.
But look at the caliber. It's a different caliber. We're both black men, but we're on different levels. So what your level is, I'm not knocking it, but that's your level of what your woman. So you're going to attract a woman who's going to listen to you based on your characteristics. Your women would not be attracted to me, and me, that's why I wouldn't be attracted to them. We don't even resonate on the same level.
You'd be good for a younger woman so you can guide her.
But the whole thing is, older woman. You don't know that, bro. You're trying to judge my wife. You don't even know her. You're speaking down on something you don't even know. You never sat down and have a conversation.
Talk to your wife one day. Next time, bring your wife.
She's here. She's here. She's writing and she's here. So you're speaking on a woman that you don't even know.
Oh, that's your wife?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I wish I'd known that we had on stage.
Yeah, she.
And so she's not stubborn as an older woman?
No, you've had some bad experiences, brother.
That's
The women
okay.
you've been dealing with, man, I'm telling you, baby, the women down there from Alabama,
it
wherever,
just-
it's like, I don't deal with women like that. You
It's
see,
just natural.
them women that you talking about that are hard-headed, that get up and want to hit you upside the head with a skillet, or, get mad because you had a beer at the table. I don't deal with those
No,
women.
that's not what I'm saying. What you don't understand is there's a natural order to life. And as man need Christ to guide him, the woman need the man because the way God created it. Otherwise, you can't, the women are very illogical. And so they need the man to bring them out of that.
You're judging women pretty harshly, man.
No, I'm just saying, it's not a judgment.
No, it is a judgment. It's because you're saying it, and it's not a fact. Because you don't know every woman in the world.
But
you haven't sat down with every woman in the world and had a conversation to know where her mentality's at. So you're judging over 1 billion women right now. You're saying every woman is cunning, every woman's sneaky. So what about every guy? Lying, sneaky, demanding?
If they have not overcome their mothers, they are like a woman. They will be sneaky. But if they have overcome the mother, been born, returned to the father, they're going to be logical. What's the difference between men and women?
Men and women,
Other than body part. Is there a difference between men?
It's a difference between as far as certain things, as far as aggression, as far as leadership, as far as just logic, thinking. Women think more emotion, men think more of just sense, as far as just reacting. So, but to say that every woman thinks a certain way, every man thinks a certain way, there's a lot of weak men out here. And there's a lot of men that think that they have power because they tell a woman what to do. These dudes is weak. I've seen a lot of dudes, that's how they get all their power from bossing their wife around. And these dudes can't put their hands up.
Let's go back to the difference. So number one, difference between a man and a woman is what?
You have a bunch of differences as far
I know
as...
you just named a bunch of them. I want to kind of examine them a little bit. You said one of the differences is what?
The way the women, we think differently.
And what do you mean by that?
The way we react to situations. Where a woman would act emotional, a man might act differently as far as how he would see the situation for itself and not think out of doing something like what they say, like a lot of guys act, oh, you're acting like a little female because you get all emotional instead of having a conversation without getting in your feelings.
That's why a woman would need a man to help her to overcome that. And because men are more logical.
Not all
men
men.
are illogical.
Not all men.
Right. You're right. Those who have not overcome their mothers are illogical because they have the mother's mindset and her emotions. So that's why you must be born again to overcome the mother, return to the father, return to the logical mind. That's one of the reasons that you need a father in the home so that he can guide you in a logical way rather than the illogical, emotional way that a mother guides you. Because you become angry, you become just like your mother, so you take her identity.
Well, but there's two sides to that. If you don't have the right father in the household, your dad, your biological father could be garbage too. If he's abusive,
if he has not overcome his mother, you're right.
No, if he's abusive, treats the woman wrong, cheats and runs around, then he's setting the same example for his kids. And so on the outside, it might look like a good family at a barbecue, but you go home and that dude's a piece of garbage.
That's because he's married to his mother, and because he has not overcome his mother, so you become attracted to what you hate, and every woman you get with is just like mama. So you end up becoming the boy, she becoming the mama, and men don't like that sometimes.
Well, you're talking about like the baby boy syndrome.
Yeah.
That's prevalent in a lot of single family households, but you have a lot of men who have also been very abusive to their wife, and they think that's a form of domination.
No, they're trying to survive. They're trying to deal with mama because the woman they're with is just like mama.
No, but I'm saying they've had their dad too. I'm talking about cycles.
Yeah, even
so it's not necessary because he came from a single man. Because this guy might have had 3 generations. He had a dad too. Yeah. I'm just saying, there's a lot of things. A lot of guys hide behind the bottle.
But his father could be with his mother and be in the home and everything, but gave up because he couldn't deal with the boy's mom. So he let the mother just ruin because his father couldn't deal with the mother either.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of scenarios.